thank you all for coming to tonight's performance of The Tempest by William Shakespeare. Before we begin, just a little bit of business. First, if you need to use a restroom at any point, there is one downstairs back of the restaurant. Also, if you could, right now, while I have your attention, please take out your cell phones or pagers if you have one of those, and turn them off. Not just to vibrate or silence, because we will be able to tell if you're on. And as you may have noticed, these lights that are on, they're going to stay on, so we'll also be able to see you, and the actors may not be nice to you, so I would not put up with them. This is one of the actors, can you tell? So a little bit about tonight's performance. If you didn't read it yet in your program, we are doing what's called original practices, which is the way people in Shakespeare did Shakespeare when Shakespeare was a person. So what that means is these lights, like I said, are going to be staying on the whole performance. That's what's called universal lighting, because in Shakespeare's time, they didn't have, nice, cool, awesome stage lights and fog machines and stuff like that. So they had to perform under natural light or candle light. So these lights are going to stay on, and the sun will be with us for as long as it decides it wants to be out there. Also, we're going to be engaging in what is called audience contact, which means that, one of the actors might just walk right up to you and talk directly to you, like they know you, like your friend or something. or something. Also, you're going to get to see actors playing multiple parts. You're going to get to see live music. Hear live, you want to see music, unless you have sense. You're going to hear live music, and it's going to be really good. That guy up there, that's Cole Hype. He's our accompanist for tonight. All right, he's really cool. He helped compose most of the music for the show. Awesome guy. I like him a lot. There will be a 10-minute intermission following the first half. The intermission will be signaled by all of the actors no longer being visible to you, which I don't know if you realize yet, all of these seats that have random things on them, they're for the actors. So they really will be able to see you the whole time. So don't be on your phone. I'm going to turn my phone off because I do that. I'm such a hypocrite. All right. Well, without any further ado, thank you everyone for coming to tonight's performance, and please enjoy The Tempest by William Shakespeare.
Long way and I know very well.
Don't you know you never meddle with my thoughts?
Just dive in further. Now, pluck my dog from me. So, lie there, my dog. Dry your eyes, comfort. The direful spectacle of the wreck, which you touch the very virtue of compassion in me. I have with such provision in mine art, so safely ordered, that there is not a soul on board, no, not so much perdition as a hair of tin, to any aboard the vessel which thou hast described, which thou hast sit. Sit and listen. Thou should know more.
You have often begun to tell me what I am, but have left me to a witness in position who putting to stay, not dead.
The hours have come. Be silent and attend me. Canst thou remember a time ere thou camest under this island? I do not think thou canst, for then thou wast about 3 years old.
Certainly, sir, I can.
By what? By any other house or person, of anything human, you tell me that can't be found remembrance.
'Tis far off, and rather like a dream than an assurance that I remember the sworns, had I not 4 or 5 women who once tended me.
Thou hast remembered, and more. But how is this lives in thy mind? What seest thou else in the dark and backward abyss of time? Thou canst remember all thou camest here, how thou camest here thou mayest.
That I do not.
12 years since, Miranda. 12 years since thy father was Duke of Milan and a Prince of Power.
Sir, are you not my father?
Thy mother was a piece of virtue, which you could say that thou was my daughter. And thy father was Duke of Milan, and his only heir princess, no worse issue.
Heavens! What foul play was it that we came from thence, or was it what we did?
Now both, my girl. By foul play as thou stayest will be heath thence. My brother and thy uncle called Antonio, and I pray thee mark thee that a brother should be so perfidious. He who makes thyself of all the world I loved, and to him gave the management of my state. As at the time of all the signorities, he was the first. The government I cast upon my brother, and to my state grew stranger, being transported and wrapped in secret studies. He, being once perfected, had a grand suit, had denied them, who to advance to the trash or overtopping, new created those creatures of the mind, I say, or else changed them, or new formed them. Having the key of both officer and office, set all hearts in the state to what tune pleased his ear, that he was the ivy and she my prince of charm, and sucked my verdure out on it. Thou attendest not.
But, sir, I do.
I pray thee, mark me. I, thus neglecting all worldly ends, all dedicated to the bettering and closeness of my mind, overpriced all popular rate, and my false brother and evil nature awakened. And my trust, like a good parent, did begin in him a falsehood as brave in its contrary as my trust had been, which indeed had no limit. He, out of the substitution, showing the outward face of power with all prerogative, hence his ambition, dost thou hear?
Your tale, sir, with pure deafness.
To have no screen, to the part he played, who he played it for, he needs must be absolute villain. Confederacy was so dry for sway with the King of Naples, as to do him tribute, pay him homage, subject his coronet to his crown, and bend the city and unbowed. Alas, poor Milan, the most noble stupid.
Heavens!
Hear the condition and the event, then tell me that this might be a brother.
I should sympathy notably with my grandmother, her wounds have borne bad sons.
First condition. This King of Naples, being an enemy inveterate, hearkens my brother's suit, which was in he out of the premises, the blue premises of homage, I know not how much tribute should presently extirpate me and mine out of the dukedom, and confer fair Milan upon my brother with all of its honors. A dread army levied one night to the task did Antonio open the gates of Milan, and the dead of darkness ministers to the purpose to hurry forth me and thy crying self.
God, for pity, I'm not remembering far out than the kites over again. There's a hint that rings my nice to it.
Wait till I tell you about this present circumstances, without which this whole tale are most impertinent.
Wherefore did they not that out to destroy us?
Both demanding much. My tale provokes question, dear, they durst not, so dear the love my people bore me, nor put a mark so bloody upon their deeds, or rather painted the fair ends and the foul ends in fair colors. In short, they hurried us aboard a bark, or some leagues to sea, to throw us to the sea which did war at us, to sigh to the wind whose pity sighing back did us but loving wrong.
Lack of trouble was I then to you.
A cherubim thou wast to preserve me. Thou wouldst smile and muse the fortitude from heaven, and though I had dropped the deck with drops full salt, and under my undergrowing stomach rose up within me, so that I could bear out which one was to ensue.
How came we ashore?
By divine providence. Some food we had, and some fresh water, a noble Neapolitan knows all of his name, being then appointed to the task that furnishes. Rich garments, linen, stuffs, and necessaries which since extended much. And, out of his kindness, knowing that I loved my books, he had furnished me with some volumes from my libraries that I prized above my kingdom.
I might get up to see that man.
Sit still, and hear the last of our sea sorrow. Then we landed upon this island, and I, thy schoolmaster, made me much profit.
The heavens thank you for it, and now, good sir, still disputing in my mind your reason for raising the sea storm.
Bountiful fortune, now my dear lady, hath brought mine enemies unto this island. And I now see by my prescience that my zenith depends upon the most auspicious star, whose influences if now I court not but omit, my fortunes will ever after droop. Here, cease your questions. Thou art inclined to sleep, and it is a good dullness. I know thou canst not be displayed. Ariel! My servant Ariel, come, I'm ready for thee.
All hail, great master, grave sir, hail. I come to answer thy best pleasure, be it to fly, to swim, to ride on curled clouds, to dive into the fire, to thy strong bidding task, Ariel, and all his quality.
Hast thou spirit performed to point the Tempest that I commanded thee?
To every article, I boarded the king's ship, now on the beak, now in the wastes, the yards, in every cabin I flamed amazement. Sometime I divide and burn in many places, on the yards, bowsprit, and mast may flame distinctly, then meet and join. Jove's lightning, precursors of the dreadful thunderclaps, more momentary in sight outrunning or not. The fire cracks of sulphurous roaring, the most mighty Neptune seemed to deceive, to make his bold waves tremble, yea, his red trident shake.
My tricksy spirit, who is so firm, so constant, this coil did not affect his reason?
Not a soul but felt the fever of the man and played some tricks of desperation. All but mariners plunged in the foaming brine and quit the vessel, then all afire with me. The king's son Ferdinand, with hair upstaring, cried, "Hell is empty, and all the devils are here!"
This is well done, my brave spirit, but are they, Ariel, safe?
Not a hair perished. On their sustaining garments, not a blemish, but fresher than before. And, as thou badest me, in troops I dispersed them about the isle. The king's son I have landed by himself, his arms in this sad knot.
The king's ship, the mariners, tell me how thou was disposed, and the rest of the fleet.
Safely in harbor is the king's ship, in that deep nook where once thou calledst me up at midnight to fetch dew from the still vexed Bermudas. There she's hid. The mariners all under hatches stowed, who with a charm joined to their suffered labor I have left to sleep. And for the rest of the fleet, which I have dispersed, they are on Mediterranean float and have all met again, bound sadly home for Naples.
This task is done exactly. But we've more work to do. What's the time of day?
Past the mid-season.
It's 2 glasses. The time of 6 now must be spent by us both most preciously.
Is there more toil? Since thou dost give me pains, let me remember what thou hast promised, which is not yet performed me.
How now? Moody, what canst thou demand?
My liberty.
Before the time be out, no more.
I prithee remember I have done thee worthy service, told thee no lies, made thee no mistaking, served without grudge or grumblings. Thou didst promise to bait me a full year.
Hast thou forgot what a torment I did find thee in?
No.
Thou liest, malignant thing! Hast thou forgot the foul witch Sycorax, who with age and envy was thrown into a hoop? Hast thou?
No, sir.
Thou hast. Where was she born? Speak, tell me.
Sir, in Algiers.
Damned witch Sycorax, for mischiefs manifest and sorceries terrible, from Algiers thou knowest was banished. Is this not true?
Aye, sir.
The blue-eyed hag, who was hither brought with child, and here the sailors left her. Thou, my slave, as thou reportest thyself, was then her creature, and being too dainty a spirit to do her delicate and abhorred commands, thou didst, for refusing her grand hests, she did imprison thee within a cloven pine, where in which rift thou didst painful remain a dozen years, where in which space she died and left thee there, to vent thy groans as fast as mill-wheels strike. Then was this island, save for that speckled whelp hag born, not honorable she was she.
Aye, Caliban, her son.
Caliban, I say so. Dull thing, that now serves us in other purposes. Thou best knowest the torment I did find in. Thy groans were enough to make wolves howl and penetrate the breasts of ever-angry bears. It was mine art, when I came and found thee, that made negate the tree and let thee out.
I thank thee, master. I will be correspondent to commands, and do my steering gently.
Do so, and within 2 days thou shalt be free.
There's my noble master. Tell me, what shall I do? Say what shall I do?
Go. Take the shape of a senior, subject to no sight but mine and thine, invisible to every eyeball else. Go, hither quickly, and come in that form. Go! Awake, you one! Awake, thou hast slept well, awake.
Strangers of your story put heaviness for me.
Shake it off, come on. We go to visit Caliban, our slave who never yields us kind answer.
So what is where it comes?
But as 'tis, thou canst not miss it, for it does mention our fuel and breaks our fire and serve us in other ways that do service. What ho, slave Caliban, that wilt thou speak?
Oh, there's wood enough within.
Come forth, thou art best to be other business. What? Oh, spirit, fine spirit, how can I hear?
My lord, it shall be done.
The poisonous slave gotten by the devil upon his wicked dam, come forth!
Oh, as wicked Jew as ere my mother brushed with raven's feathers from unwholesome fens upon you both. A southwest blow on ye and blister you all o'er.
Thou shalt be pinched.
This island's mine. By Sycorax, my mother, which thou takest from me. When thou camest first, thou strokest me and made much of me. Would give me water with berries in it, and teach me how to name the bigger light and how the less that burn by day and night. And then I loved thee, and showed thee all the qualities of the eye. The fresh springs, brine pits, barren place, and fertile. Cursed be I that did show all the charms of Sycorax, toads, beetles, bats, light on you. For I am all the subjects that you have, which first was mine own king. And here you stay me in this hard rock, whilst you do keep from me the rest of the island.
Foul creature, whom strikes me with not kindness. I have used thee, built as thou art with human kindness, and did lodge thee in mine own cell till you did try to violate the honor of my child.
Would it had been done? Thou didst prevent me, I had peopled else this isle with
A
Caliban.
glorious slave, which any prince of goodness will not take. Being capable of all ill, I pity thee, took pains to make thee speak. I taught thee each hour one thing or other. I endowed thy purposes with words and made them known. What thy words? Though thou didst learn had that in it which good natures do not abide to be with. Therefore thou wast confined unto this rock, who has deserved more than a prison.
You taught me language, and my profit on it is I know how to curse. The red plague rid you for learning me your language.
Go, hence and hence. Fetch us some fuel, be quick about it, thou art best out of business. Shortest thou malice? If thou dost unwillingly and neglectest, I will fill thee with the old cramps, make thy bones ache, and make thee howl so the beasts shall tremble at thy gate.
No, pray thee. His art is of such power, it would control my damned god Setebos, and make a vassal of him.
Go, slave, hence.
Sounds no more, and surely it's upon some god of the island. Sitting on a bank, weeping again the king of my father's death, this music crept by me upon the waters, laying both their fury and my passion with sweet air. Thence I have followed it, or it had drawn me, rather. But 'tis gone. No, it begins again.
thou seest not.
What is it? A spirit? Lord, how it looks about. Believe me, sir, it carries a great form. What is a spirit?
Nay, wench, it sleeps and eats and has other senses as we have such. When it's stained with grief, its beauty's canker. I might as call him a goodly man.
I would call it a thing divine, for nothing natural I ever saw so noble.
Goes as my soul promises. Spirit by spirit, thou shalt be free from this.
Most surely goddess on whom these heirs attend. Vouchsafe my prayer may know if you remain upon this island, and then you will good instruction give how I may bear me here. My last request, which I do last pronounce, is, oh, you wonder if you be made or no?
No wonder, sir, but certainly made.
My language, heavens! I'm the best at speak this speech, but where 'tis spoken.
How best but were thou with the King of Naples, Urbana?
The single thing as I am now that it wonders to hear thee speak of Naples. He does hear me, and he does, I believe. Myself on Naples, who with mine eyes never since that had beheld the king my father ride.
Lack mercy.
I fear that there's themselves wrong, please, Lord.
Mercy is my father's son down. This is the third man that ever I saw. The first that ever I sighed for. Pity, move my father to be inclined my way.
Oh, if a virgin and your affection now come forth, I'll make you the queen of Naples.
It goes as I wish. I must this swift business uneasy make, or lest too light winning make prize you like. Thou, sir, I charge thee come with me. You usurpest the name thou owest not. Come.
No, as I am a man.
There's nothing good to dwell in such a temple. The ill spirit has such fair house, good things will strive to dwell with it.
Speak not ye for him. He is a traitor. I will manacle thy neck and legs together. Sea water shalt thou drink. Thy food will be the brook shore mussels, the withered roots, and the acorns were in the husks were cradled. Come, follow.
No, I'll resist that drink until my enemy has no power.
Dear father, do not to rash the trial of him, for he is gentle and not fearful.
What? My foot, my tutor? What, the drawing of sword would be able to strike thy conscience so laden with guilt? Come from thy ward, for I can here disarm thee with this stick and make thy sword. Hey, say not in my garments!
Sir, have pity, I'll be his charity.
Hush! One word more will make me chide thee if not hate thee. What, thinkest thou there are no other shapes but his, seeing only him in Caliban? This man to others is a Caliban, they to him are angels.
My affections are then most humble. I have no ambition to see a clearer man.
Your nerves are the infancy, you'll find they have no vigor.
So they are. My spirits as a dreamer all bound up. Might have went through my prison to behold this maid once a day. The liberty, all else corners of the earth that make peace of, space enough to find in such a prison.
Be of comfort. The father's of a better nature than he appears. This is unwanted that once came from him.
Thou shalt soon be as free as the mountain winds. Until then, exactly do as I command.
To the syllable.
Follow.
Beseech you, sir, be merry. You have cause so happy all of joy, for our escape is much beyond our loss. Our hint of woe is common. Every day some sailor's wife, the masters of some merchant, and the merchant have just our theme of woe.
Pretty peace. He receives comfort like cold porridge.
The visitor will not give him orb so.
Look, he's winding up the watch of his wit. By and by it will stray.
When every grief is entertainment's offered, comes to the entertainer.
A dollar.
Dolor comes to him indeed. You have spoken truer than you purpose.
You have taken it wiselier than I meant you should.
Therefore, my lord.
My pretty, spare.
Well, I have done, but yet.
He will be talking.
Which if he or Adrian, for a good wager, first begins to cry?
The old cock.
A cockerel.
Dumb. A wager.
A laughter.
A match.
Though this island seemed to be but desert,
So you're paid.
uninhabitable, almost inaccessible,
Yet.
the air here breathes upon us most sweetly.
As if it had lungs and rotten them.
Or as were perfumed by a fen.
Here is everything advantageous to life.
True, save needs to live.
Of that there's none or little.
How lush and lusty the grass looks, how green.
The ground indeed is tawny.
With an eye of greenness.
But the rarity of it is, which is almost beyond credit,
As many vouched rarities are.
that our garments being, as they were, drenched by the sea, hold, notwithstanding their freshness and glosses, being rather new-dyed than stained with salt water. Methinks our garments are now as fresh as when we put them on first at the marriage of the king's fair daughter, Claribel, to the king of Tunis.
What impossible matter would he make easy next?
I think he will carry this island home in his pocket and give it his son for an apple.
And sowing the kernels of it in the sea, bring forth more islands.
Is not, sir, my doublet as fresh as the first day I
never married my daughter there. For coming thence, my son is lost. And in my rage, she, too, who was so far from Italy removed, I ne'er again shall see her. O thou mine heir of Naples and of Milan, what strange fish hath made his meal on thee?
Sir, he may live. I saw him beat the surges under him and ride upon their backs. He trod water, but the contentious waves he kept and oared himself with his good arms and lusty stroke to the shore, which over his wave-worn basis bowed is stooping to relieve him. I doubt it not, he came alive to shore.
Oh, he's gone.
Sir, you may thank yourself for this great loss that would not bless our Europe with your daughter, but rather lose her to an African, where she at least is banished from your eye, who had cause to wet the grief.
Prithee, peace!
You were nailed to and importuned otherwise by all of us. And the fair soul herself weighed between loathness and obedience, at which end of the beam should bow. We have lost your son, I fear, forever. Milan and Naples have in them more widows of this business making that we bring men to comfort them. The fault's your own.
So is the dearest of the lost.
My good Lord Sebastian, the truth you speak does lack some gentleness and time to speak it in. You rub the sword where you should bring the plaster.
Very well.
And most surgeon-like. It is foul weather and us all, good sir, when you are cloudy.
Foul weather!
Oh, very foul. Had I plantation of the Isle, my lord,
He'd sow it with nettle seed.
Or docks or mallows.
in the Commonwealth I would, by contraries, execute all things. For no kind of traffic would I admit, no name of magistrate, no use of metal, corn, or wine, or oil. All men idle, all, and women too, but innocent and pure. All things in common nature should produce without sweat or endeavor. Treason, felony, sword, pike, knife, gun, or need of any engine would I not have. But nature should bring forth of its own kind all poison, all abundance to feed my innocent people. And do you mark me, sir?
I prithee, no more! Else talk nothing to me.
I do well believe, your highness, and did it to minister occasion to these gentlemen who are such sensible and nimble lungs that they always use to laugh at nothing.
'Twas you we laughed at.
So, in this kind of merry fooling, and nothing to you, so you may continue and laugh at nothing still.
Oh, what a blow was there given.
You are gentlemen of brave metal. You would lift the moon out of her sphere if she would continue in it 5 weeks without changing.
We would sow and then go back.
Nay, good my lord, be not angry.
No, I will not adventure my discretion so weakly. Will you laugh me asleep, for I am very heavy.
Go sleep and hear us.
What? All so soon asleep? Wish mine eyes would with themselves shut up my thoughts. I find her inclined to do so.
Please, you, sir, omit not the heavy offer of it. Seldom visits sorrow when it doth discomfort her.
We too, my lord, will guard your person while you take your rest and watch your safety.
Thank you. Wondrous heavy.
What a strange drowsiness possesses that.
They fell together all as by consent. They dropped as by a thunderstroke. What might, worthy Sebastian? What might? No more. And yet methinks I see it in thy face. What thou shouldst feel the occasion speaks thee, and my strong imagination sees a crown dropping upon thy head.
What, art thou waking?
Do you not hear me speak?
I do, and surely 'tis a sleepy language that thou dost speak out of thy sleep. What didst thou say? This is a stranger pose, to be asleep with eyes wide open, standing, speaking, moving, and yet so fast asleep.
Noble Sebastian, thou lets thy fortune sleep. Die rather, weakest while thou art waking.
Thou dost snore distinctly. There's meaning in thy snores.
I am more serious than my custom. You must be so too if eating, which to do troubles thee more.
Well, I am standing water.
I'll teach you how to flow.
Do so, to add the hereditary sloth instructs me.
Well, if you but knew how youth the purpose cherish, whilst thus you mock it.
Prithee, say on, the sitting of thine eye and sheep proclaim a matter and a birth indeed which throws thee much to yield.
Thus, sir, this Lord of weak remembrance, this who shall be of as little memory when he is earthed, I fear almost persuaded, for he's a spirit of persuasion, only professes to persuade the king, his son's alive. 'Tis as impossible that he's undrowned as he that sleeps here swims.
I have no hope that he's undrowned.
Hope. Out of that no hope, what great hope have you? No hope that way is another way so high a hope that even ambition cannot pierce a way beyond the depth discovery there. So you grant with me that Ferdinand is drowned.
He's gone.
Then tell me, who's queen of Tunis, she that dwells 10 leagues beyond man's life, she that from Naples can have no note unless the sun were post, the man in the moon's too slow, till newborn chins be rough and razorable. She that from whom we all were sea swallowed, though some cast again, and by that destiny to perform an act whereof what's past is prologue, what's to come in yours and my discharge.
What stuff is this? How say you? 'Tis true my brother's daughter is queen of Tunis, so is she heir to Naples. Twixt which regions there is some space.
A space whose every cubit seems to cry out, how shall that Caliban measure us back to Naples? Keep in Tunis and let Sebastian wake. Say this were death that now hath seized them. Why, they were no worse than now they are. Do you understand me?
Methinks I do.
And how does your content tender your own good fortune?
I remember you did supplant your brother Prospero.
True, and look how well my garments sit upon me.
And for your conscience?
Aye, sir, where lies that? If 'twere a kite would put me to my slipper, but I feel not this deity in my bosom. 20 consciences that stand twixt me and men candy behave and melt ere they molest. Here lies your brother, no better than the earth he lies upon if he were that which now he's like. That's dead, whom I with this obedient steel 3 inches of it can lay to bed forever, whilst you, doing thus, to the perpetual wafer I, might put this ancient morsel, this Sir Prudence, who should not upbraid our course. For all the rest, they'll take suggestion like a cat lacks milk. They'll give the clock to any business that you say befits the hour.
Thy case, dear friend, shall be my president. As thou gost Milan, I shall come by Naples. Draw thy sword. One stroke shall free thee from the truth thou payest, and I, the king, shall love thee.
Draw together, and when I rear my hands, you the like to fall under Gonzalo.
Oh, but one word.
My master, through his art, foresees the danger that you, his friend, are in, and sends me forth, or else his project dies, to keep them living. While you here do snoring lie, open light conspiracy is time doth take. If of life you keep my care, shake off slumber and beware. Awake, awake.
Then let us both be sudden. Now the day is darkened!
Come now! Oh, wait! Why are you gone? Wherefore this ghastly looking?
Well, as
What's
we
the matter?
stood here securing your repose, we heard a hollow person bellowing like bulls or rather lions. Did it not wake you? It struck my ear most terribly.
I heard nothing.
Oh, it was a din to fright a monsters here to make an earthquake. Sure, it was the roar of a whole herd of lions.
Ever view this, Gonzalo?
Upon mine honor, sir, I heard a humming. And then a strange one too, which did awake me. I shaked you, sir, and cried. As mine eyes opened, I saw their weapons drawn. There was a noise, that's verily. 'Tis best we stand upon our guard, or that we quit this place. Let's draw our weapons.
Lead off this ground. Let's make further search for my poor son.
Heavens keep him from these beasts, for he is sure in the isles.
Lead away.
Prospero, my lord, shall know what I have done. Sophie, go safely off to seek thy son.
All the infections that the sun sucks up from bogs, fens, flats, on Prosper fall and make him by inch meal a disease. Spirit hears me, and yet I needs must curse, for they'll no pinch nor lead me like a firebrand in the dark. For every trifle are they set upon me, sometimes like apes, that do mow and chatter at me, and after bite me. And sometimes am I all woven with adage, who with cloven tongues do hiss me into madness. Lo now, lo, here comes the spirit of his, and to torment me for bringing wood in slowly. I'll fall flat, for chance he will not bite me.
It's neither bush nor scrub to bear off any weather at all, then another storm brewing. I hear it sing in the wind. Yon same black cloud, yon huge one. Looks like a foul bombard that would have shed his liquor. If it should thunder as it did before, I know not where to hide my head. What if we hear a man or a fish, dead or alive?
his fins like arms. Oh, my troth, I do not let loose my opinion. Hold it no longer. This is no fish, but an islander that hath lately suffered by a thunderbolt. Alas, the storm has come again. The best way is to creep under his gabardine. There's no other shelter hereabouts. History acquaints a man with strange bedfellows. I will here shroud till the dregs of the storm be past. I shall no more to sea, here shall I die ashore.
This is a very scurvy tune to sing at a man's funeral. But here's my comfort. The master was far with the boatswain, I the gunner and his mate. None of them scared the king. For she had a tongue with a tang, would cry to her sailor, go hey! She loved not the sailor, but tar nor pitch, and a tailor might scratch her where she did itch. Then the sea boys would let her go hang. Then the sea boys would let her go hang. Scurvy tune too. But here's my comfort.
Oh, do not torment me! Ah!
What would matter? We devils here? To put tricks upon the savages? But I have not scared drowning to be afeard now of your forelegs. For it has been said, as proper men as ever went on forelegs, not making good ground. And shall be said so again, while stuff no breeze at nostrils.
Oh, the spirit torments me! Ah!
This is some monster of the isle with 4 legs. We've got to take it and egg it.
Do not torment me, Miranda! I'll bring my wood up faster! No?
He's in his fit now. Does not talk after the wisest. Shall taste of my bottle. If he hath never drunk wine before, it will go near to remove his fit.
Thus be it, with little hurt. Thou wilt unknown. I know it by thy trembling. Now prosper which upon thee.
Come, on your ways. In your mouth. Here is that which will give language to you, cat. Open your mouth.
You know that voice. It should be. If he's drowned, these are devils who defend me.
4 legs and 2 voices. Most delicate monster. His forward voices speak well of his friend. His backward voices to utter foul speeches and to detract. If all the wine in my bottle will recover him, I will help his ague. Come. Amen. I'll pour some. Oh, that's the other mouth. Call me. Mercy. Mercy. This is a devil and no monster. How to leave him? I've no laws. Food.
If thou beest Stefano, touch me and speak to me, for I am Triculo.
If thou beest Triculo, come forth. I'll pull thee by the lesser legs. Any be Triculo's legs? These are they. Thou art very Triculo indeed. How camest thou to be the siege of this moon camp? We vent Triculos?
I took him to be killed with a thunderstroke. But art thou not drowned, Stefano? I hope now thou art not drowned. Is the storm overblown? I hid me under the dead mooncalf's gabardine for fear of the storm. Art thou living, Stefano? Oh, Stefano, do me a pungent escape!
These be fine things, and if they be not spirits, that's a brave god, bear celestial liquor. I'll kneel to him.
How does thou escape? How camest thou hither? I escaped on a butt, sack, sailor heave overboard by his bottle.
I'll swear by that bottle to be that true subject, for that liquor is not earthly.
How does thou escape?
From the shore, man, like a duck. I can swim like a duck, I'll be sworn.
Here, this book. Though thou canst swim like a duck, thou art made like a goose.
Oh, Stefano, good light. This is a very shallow monster. I have heard of him.
I will show thee every furling should be had. I will kiss thy foot. Prithee be my God.
I dislike a most perfidious and drunken monster. When God's asleep, he'll rob his bottle.
I will kiss thy foot. I'll swear myself thy subject.
Come on then, down and swear.
I shall laugh myself to death at this puppy-headed monster.
Kiss!
The poor monster to drink. An abominable monster.
I'll show thee the best springs. I'll pluck thee berries. I'll fish for thee, and I'll get thee wood enough. A plague upon the tyrant that I serve. I'll fetch you no more sticks, but follow thee, thou wondrous man.
The most ridiculous monster to make a wonder of a poor drunkard.
I really not. Lead the way without any more talking. Drink out! King and all our company, else we drown. We will inherit here. Here, bear my bottle. Fill a drink deal. We'll fill in by and by again.
Farewell, master. Farewell.
A howling monster, a drunken monster.
Oh, brave monster. Lead the way.
Maybe some sports are painful and their labor delight in them sets off. Some kinds of basics are nobly undergone, and most poor matters point to rich ends. This, my main task, will be as heavy to be as odious, but the mistress which I serve quickens what's dead and makes my labors pleasures. Oh, she's 10 times more gentle than her father's crab, and he's composed of harshness. I must remove some thousands of these logs and pile them up upon a sore injunction. My mistress weeps when she sees me work and says such baseness never had like executor. I do forget these sweet thoughts do refresh my lips from business when I do.
Alas, now pray you work not so hard. Oh, the lightning had burnt the logs are in winter. Pray now, rest yourself. These burns told weak for heavy burden. Father is hard at study. Pray now, rest. Be safe for these three.
No, noble mistress, the sun will set before I shall discharge what I am strived to do.
You'll sit down, I'll bear your logs a while. Pray, give me that and I'll carry it to the fire.
No, precious creature. I'd rather crack my sinews, break my back, than you should such dishonor undergo while I sit lazy by.
It wouldn't become me as well as it does you, for mine goes to it and yours is
Or one of the effective visitation shows it.
You look wearily.
No, sweet mistress, this fresh morning with me when you were by at night. I do beseech you, chiefly that I might set it in my prayers. What is your name?
Miranda. Father, I have broken your nest to say so.
Admire Miranda. Indeed, the top of admiration, worth what's dearest to the world. Full many a lady I have eyed with the best regard, and many times the army of their tongues hath into bondage brought my too diligent ear. For several virtues have I liked several women. Never any with so full soul that some defect in them did quarrel with the noblest ratio and put it to the foil. But you, oh you, so perfect and so peerless, are created of every creature's best.
Do not know what of my sex. The women's face, save for my glass I know. Nor have I seen more than what I may call men, more than you, good friend, and my dear father. How features are abroad, I am skilless of. But by my modesty, the jewel in my dower, I would not wish any companion in the world but you. Nor can imagination form a shape besides yourself to like them.
And in my condition of prince, Miranda, I do think a king. I would not so, and would no more endure this wooden slavery than to suffer the flesh bite blow my mouth. You hear my soul speak. Very instant that I saw you, did my heart fly to your service, and there resides to make me sight to it. And for your sake, my dislocation blocked me.
Do you love me?
Oh, heaven or earth, bear witness to the sound and crown what I profess with kind event if I speak true. If hollow the eternal best is boded me to mischief. I, beyond all that else in the world, do love, prize, honor.
You are a fool to weep at what I am glad of.
Wherefore weep you?
And mine unworthiness that dare not offer what I desire to give, much less take. This is trifling. I am your wife, if you will have me. If not, I'll die your mate. To be your fellow, you may deny me, but I'll be your servant, whether you will or no.
My mistress dearest, and I the soul ever.
My husband, then,
I with a heart as willing as bondage to her freedom. Here's my hand.
and here's mine. Now, till half an hour hence.
1,000.
As happy as this is they, I cannot be, being surprised at all. In my rejoicing, nothing can be greater. On to my book, and yet supper time, much business at the table.
Well, not me. The bud is out, we will drink water, not a drop before. Therefore, bear up and border. Servant master, drink to me.
Servant monster, the folly of this island. They say there's but 5 upon this isle. We are 3 of them. The others be blamed like us, the state towers.
Drink, servant master, when I bid thee. Thy eyes almost set in thy head.
Where should they be set else? You were a brave monster indeed if they were set in his tail.
My man monster hath drowned his tongue in sack. For my part, the sea could not drown me. I swam ere I could recover the shore, 35 leagues off enough. By this light, thou shalt be my lieutenant, monster, or my standard.
Your lieutenant, if you list, he is no standard.
Not run, Monsieur Monster.
Nor go neither, but you'll lie like dogs, and yet say nothing neither.
Mooncalf, speak once in thy life if thou beest a good mooncalf.
How does thy honor? I will ignite you. I will not serve him, for he is not valiant.
Thou liest, most ignorant monster! I am in case to jostle a constable. Why, how debauched, fish thou! Was there ever man a coward that hath drunk so much sack as I today? Wilt thou tell a monstrous lie, being but half a fish and half a monster?
Lo, how he mocks me! Will you let him, my lord?
My lord, quoth he? That a monster should be such a natural.
Lo, again! Bite him to death, I prithee!
Dracula, keep a good tongue in your head. If you prove a mutineer, the next tree. Poor monster's my subject, and will not suffer indignity.
I thank my noble lord. Will it please you to hearken once again to the truth I make to thee?
Very well, I kneel and repeat it. I will stand. So shall Dracula.
As I told you before, I am subject to a tyrant, a sorcerer that by his cunning hath cheated me of this island.
Thou liest!
Thou liest, thou jesting monkey, thou! I would, my valiant master would destroy thee. I do not lie.
Dracula, if you trouble him any more in his tale, by this hand I will supplant some of your teeth.
Why, I said nothing!
Nothing. No more. Proceed.
If thy greatness will revenge it on him, for I know thou darest, though this thing dares not,
That's most certain.
thou shalt be lord of it, and I will serve thee.
How now shall this be compassed? Canst thou bring me to the party?
Yea, my lord, I'll yield him thee asleep, where thou mayest knock a nail into his head.
Thou liest, thou canst not.
What a pie nitty this, thou scurvy patch! I do beseech thy greatness, give him blows, and take away his bottle, for when that's gone, he'll drink not but brine, for I'll not show him where the quick freshes are.
Dracula, run into no further danger. Interrupt the monster one word further, and by this hand, I'll turn my mercy out of doors and make a stockfish of thee.
Why, what did I? I did nothing.
I'll go farther off.
Didst thou not say, I thou liest? Do I so? Take thou that. How do you like this? Give me the lie another time.
I did not give the lie! Are your wits adherent to a box under bottle this? Can sack drinking do? Or rain on your monster and the devil to your fingers!
Stand farther off. Come, proceed.
Beat him enough, and after a little time I'll beat him too.
Stand farther!
Why, as I told thee, 'tis a custom with him in the afternoon to sleep. There thou mayest bring him, having first seized his books, or with a log batter his skull, or punch him with a stake, or cut his reason with thy knife. Remember first to possess his books, for without them he's but a sawdust eye, nor had not one spirit to command. They all obeyed him as rudely as I. Burn but his books. He has brave utensils, for so he calls them, which when he has a house he'll deck with all. most deeply to consider is the beauty of his daughter. He himself calls her a non-pareil. I never saw a woman but Sycorax, my dam, than she. But she so far surpasses Sycorax, as great as does least.
Is it so brave a lass?
Aye, my lord. She will become thy bed and bring thee forth brave brood.
Monster, I'll kill this man. His daughter and I will be king and queen. Save our graces. Trinculo, and thyself shall be viceroys. Dost thou like the plot, Trinculo?
Excellent.
Give me thy hand. I'm sorry I beat thee, but while let us keep a good tongue in thy head.
Within this half hour will leave thee asleep. Wilt thou destroy him then?
I, mine honor. This will I tell my master.
Oh, thou makest me merry. I am full of pleasure. Let us be jocund. Will you troll me to catch you talking but while there?
Monster, thy request. I will do reason. Any reason. Come on, Trinculo, let us sing. Fly away, Caliban, What is this saying?
This is the tune of our catch. They've got a picture of nobody.
Scopius the man, show yourself in my likeness. Scopius the devil, take this on list.
Forgive me my sin.
The dies pays all debts. I defy thee! What is the promise?
I'm foul of fear.
No, monster, not I.
Be not of fear. This isle is full of noises, sounds, and sweet airs that give delight and hurt not.
Prove a brave kingdom to me where I shall have my music for nothing.
When Prospero is destroyed,
It shall be by and by. I remember the story.
The sun is going away. Let's follow it after you are work.
Lead on, monster. We'll follow. But I can see this chamber. He lays it on.
Let's come. Follow Stefano.
I have seen what man can do when the evil lives inside of you. Many are the weak and the strong are few, but with the water we'll start anew. Well, won't you take me down to the levee? Take me down.
rest me.
Well, Lord, I cannot blame thee when myself attached with weariness to the dulling of my spirits. Sit down and rest.
I'm right glad that he's so out of home. Do not for one repulse forego the purpose that you resolve to effect.
Nice band, will we take that over?
Well, let it be tonight, for they are oppressed with travel. They will not nor cannot use such vigilance as when they are fresh.
Say tonight, no more.
Harmony of this. My good friend's heart.
Marvelous sweet music.
Give us timekeeper's habits. What were these?
A living drollery. Fish now looted their unicorns. In Arabia, there's one tree in the Phoenix throne, one Phoenix in the summer raining there.
I'll believe both of these sports is true, for travelers there did lie, but fools it looking down.
If in Naples I should report this now, would they believe me? If I should say I saw such islanders, who, though they are nondescript, yet know their manners are more gentle kind than of our human generation, you shall find many, nay, almost any.
Honest Lord, well said. Some of you here are worse than devils. Cannot too much muse. Such shapes, such gesture, and such sound expressing, although they want the use of tongue, kind of excellent dumb discourse. Praise in the park.
Music, sir. Jason put us here?
Not I.
Faith, sir, you need not fear. When we were boys, who would believe there were mountaineers dewlap like bulls, whose throats had hanging out and wallets of flesh? Or that there were such men whose heads stood in their breasts, which now we find each putter out of 5 for 1 will bring good warrant of.
I'll stand to and feed, although my last. No matter, since I feel the best is past. Brother, along the Duke, stand to and do as we.
You are free men of sin, whom destiny, that hath to instrument this lower world and what's in it, the never surfeited sea, have caused to belch you up. And on this island where man doth not inhabit, you amongst men being most unfit to live. I have made you mad, and even with such like valor, men hang and drown their proper selves. You fools! I and my fellows are ministers of fate! The elements with whom your swords are tempered may as well wound the loud winds, or with the mock-tap stabs kill the still closing waters as diminish one dower that's in my food. My fellow ministers are like invulnerable. If you could hurt, your swords are now too massive for your strength and will not be uplifted. But remember, for that's my business to you, that you free from Milan did supplant good Prospero, exposed unto the sea which hath requited him and his innocent child, for which foul deed the powers, delaying, not forgetting, have incensed the seas and shores, yea, all the creatures against your peace. Thee of thy son Alonso they have bereft, and you pronounced by me lingering perdition, worse than any death can be at once, shall step by step attend you and your ways, whose wraps to guard you from, which else on this most desolate isle falls upon your heads, is nothing but heart sorrow and a clear life ensuing.
Bravely part of the harpy has now played my Ariel. My high charms work. These my enemies are all bid up in their distractions. They're in my power. And I will leave them these spits while I go and talk to Ferdinand, who they suppose is drowned.
In the name of something holy, sir, why stand you in this strange stare?
'Tis monstrous! Monstrous. Methought the billows spoke and told me of it. The winds did sing it to me, and the thunder, that deep and dreadful organ pipe, pronounced the name of Prospero. It did base my trespass. Therefore my son in the ooze is bedded, and I'll seek him deeper than e'er common sounded, and with him there I muttered.
One beat at a time, but please, sir.
I'll be my second.
All 3 of them are desperate. Their great guilt, like poison, given to work a great time after, now begins to bite the spirits. I do beseech you that are of suppler joints, follow them swiftly and hinder them from what this ecstasy may now provoke them to.
Follow, I pray you.
But to a scaly punish you, let my compensation may commence. For I do here give you 1/3 of all my life, for all for which I live. Don't smile that I have most of her. You shall buy this, you shall outstrip all praise and make it stand behind.
I do believe it against an oracle.
Then, as my gift, and your acquisition worthily purpose, take my daughter. But, let us break the virgin off, before all sanctimonious ceremonies made, with full and holy rite administered, no sweet espousal shall the heavens cast to make the contract of this bed grow. Yet sour-eyed disdain, barren hate, and discord shall bestrew the union of your bed with weeds so lowly that you will hate it both. Therefore take heed, the time is at light.
As I hope for quiet days, fruition of long life, and such love as is now. The murkiest ten, the strongest suggestion, our worst James can shall not melt my honor into lust and take away the edge of that day's celebration.
Sit there and talk with her. She does not know. Ariel, my industrious servant Ariel.
What would my potent master? Here I am.
Thou having your fellows this last task to perform exactly. I must use you another such trick. Go, the rabble who give you power, bring them here and execute a quick motion. For I must bestow upon the eyes of this young couple some vanity of mine art. I promised it, and it is expected of it.
Presently,
I will twink.
before you can cry, come and go and breathe twice and cry, so, so. Each one tripping on his toe will be here with mop and mow. Do you love me, master?
Dearly, my Ariel.
Well, I can see.
Do not give dalliance too much to slay. The strongest oaths fire to the strong blood.
I warn you, sir, that the white cold virgin snow upon my heart to taste the ardor of my liquor.
Ariel, come, bring a corollary rather than want a spirit. Appear in perfect all eyes, no tongue, be silent.
Ceres, most bounteous lady, thy rich leaves of wheat, rye, barley, vetches, oats, and peas. Thy turfy mountains where live nibbling sheep, and flat meads thatched with stover, then to keep. Thy banks, with peony and twilled brims, which spongy April at thy hest betrims, to make cold nymphs chaste crowns. And thy broom groves, whose shadow the dismissed bachelor loves, being last-lorn. Thy coal-clipped vineyard, and thy sea marge, sterile and rocky hard, where thou thyself dost err, the queen of sky, whose watery arch and messenger am I, bids thee leave these, and with her sovereign grace, here on this grass plot, in this very place, to come and sport. Her peacocks fly in pain. Approach, rich Ceres, her to entertain.
Hail, many-colored messenger, that now dost disobey the wife of Jupiter, who with thy saffron wings upon my flowers diffusest honey drops, refreshing showers, and with each end of thy blue bow dost crown my bosky acres and my unshrubbed down, rich mantle to my proud earth. Why does thy queen summon me hither to this short-grassed green?
A contract of true love to celebrate.
Great Juno comes, I know her by her gait.
How does my bounteous sister? Go with me to bless this twain, that they may prosperously. Honor, riches, marriage, blessings, continuance, and increasing. How many joys bestow upon you? Juno sings her blessings on you. Births increase in voice and plenty. Barns and garners never empty. Vines with clustering bunches growing. Plants with goodly burden growing. Scarcely at dawn shall shine you. Ceres' blessing so is on you.
Majestic vision and a harmonious charming. May I be bold to think these spirits?
Spirits, which I have from their confines called to enact my present fancies.
Let me live here ever. So rare wondered father and a wise makes this place paradise.
Sweet now, silence. Juno and Ceres whisper most seriously, there's more to be done. Hush now and be mute, or else the spell is wrong.
You nymphs, called naiads of the windring brooks, with your sedged crowns and ever harmless looks, leave your crisp channels, and on this green land answer your summons, Juno does command. Come, temperate nymphs, and help to celebrate a contract of true love. Be not too late. You, sunburned sicklemen of August weary, come hither from the furrow and be merry. Make holiday, your rye straw hats put on, and these fresh nymphs encounter everyone.
Caliban and his confederates against my life. Minute of the club draws near. Well done, boy, come on.
This is strange. Your father's in some passion that works him strongly.
Says I am the anger of the slumber.
My son, you do not let your movement soar to be dismayed. Please, be cheerful. These our revels are ended, and our actors, as I foretold, were spirits, and are disappeared into air, into thin air, and like the baseless fabric of this vision. The cloud-capped towers, the gorgeous temples, the solemn palaces, the very globe itself, yea, all which shall inherit shall dissolve, and like the sits of stagel pageant faded, leaving our rack behind. We are such stuff as dreams are made of, but our little lives are rounded with the sleep. Forgive me, my brain is troubled. Bear with my weakness. There's too much going on. Do not be taken in with my infirmity. Please, if it please you, myself, there go to respite for a while. I'll walk a turn or two to still my beating mind.
We wish you peace.
What Ariel? My servant, come.
My thoughts I cling to. What's my pleasure?
We must prepare to meet with Caliban.
I, my commander. When I presented Ceres, I thought to have told thee of it, but I did not. I feared lest I might anger thee.
Tell me, where did you keep these varlets?
I told you, sir, they were red hot with their drinking, so full of valor that they beat the air for breathing in their faces, beat the ground for kissing of their feet, yet always bending toward their project. Then I beat my tabor, at which, like unbacked colts, they advanced their ears, pricked their eyelids, lifted their noses as they smelt music. So I charmed their ears, that calf-like they my lowing followed, through sharp thorns, prickling gorse, and furs, which entered their frail shins. At last I left them in the filthy mantle pool beyond your cell, there dancing up to the chins, that the foul play horse under their feet.
Well done, my bird. Go hither into my home and bring out the trumpery, so that I may use a stale to catch these thieves.
I go.
A devil. A born devil upon whose nature nurture might not stick. On whom my pains all maybe taken, all lost, quite lost. And as with age his body uglier grows, so is mine takers. I will pound him even to glory. Now, hang on this line.
Pray you tread softly, that the blind mole may not hear a footfall. We are now near his cell.
Monster, your fairy, which we say is a harmless fairy, has done little better than play the jack with us.
Monster, I do smell all horse piss, at which my nose is in great indignation.
So is mine. Do you hear, monster? If I should take a displeasure against you, look you!
Thou wert but a lost monster.
Good, my lord, give me thy favor still, for the prize I'll bring thee to shall hoodwink this mischance. Therefore speak softly, all's hushed as midnight yet.
Aye, but to lose our bottles in the pool!
There is not only disgrace and dishonor in that monster, but an infinite love!
That's more to me than my wetting. Yet this is your harmless fairy monster.
I will fetch up my bottle, though I be or ears for my labor.
Prithee, my king, be quiet. Seest thou there? This is the mouth of his cell. Enter here, and do that good mischief which may make this island thine own forever. And I thy Caliban, for I thy foot liquor.
Give me thy hand. Do begin to have bloody thoughts.
Oh, King Stefano! Oh, here! Oh, worthy Stefano, look what a wardrobe here is for thee!
Let alone, thou fool, it is but
King Stefano! Put off that gown, Trinculo! By this hand, I'll have that gown!
Oh, the dropsy drowned this fool! What do you mean to go with us on such luggage? Let it alone and do the murder first. If he awake, from toe to crown, he'll fill our skins with pinches, make us strange stuff.
Be you quiet, monster! Mr. Slime, is not this my jerkin? Now is the jerkin under the line. Jerkin, you are left to lose your hair and prove a ball jerkin.
Do, we steal my line and metal, and it's like, your brain.
Thank thee for that jest. Here's a garment for it.
Monster, come, put some lime upon your fingers and away with the rest.
I will have none on it. We shall lose our time, and all be turned to barnacles, or to apes with foreheads villainous low.
Monster, lay to your fingers. Help to bear this away. Oh, and this. And this!
Hey, man, hey! Go. Bid my goblins grind their joints to dry convulsions, shorten their sinews with aged cramps, and make them more pinch-spotted than the paw of Caliban.
Hark how they roar.
I will see them hunted Saturday. So, how's the day?
Past the 6th hour, at which time, my lord, you said our work should cease.
I didn't say so when first I raised the Tempest. How are the king and his followers?
Confined together in the same fashion as you gave in charge. All prisoners, sir, in the lime grove which weather fends yourself. They cannot budge till your release. The king, his brother, and yours abide all three distracted, and the remainder in mourning over them, brimful of sorrow and dismay. But chiefly, sir, him that you termed the good old Lord Gonzalo. His tears run down his beard like winter's drops from eaves of reeds. Your charm so strongly works him that if you now beheld them, your affections would become tender.
Dost thou think so, spirit?
Mine would, sir, were I human.
Mine shall. If thou, which art but air, hast touched the feeling of their affliction, shall not I, with their own kind, be kindly moved? Though with their high wrongs against me I am struck to the quick, yet with my reason against my fury shall I take part. There is rarer action in virtue than in vengeance. Go, release them. I will break the charms, return them to their senses, and they shall be themselves again.
I'll fetch them, sir.
Ye isles of hills, lakes, standing pools and groves, and ye that do chase the ebbing Neptune with prickless sands upon the foot, and chase him when he does ebb back, and ye who do make them green sour ringlets that do you not bites, use pastime is to make the moonlight mushrooms that do rejoice in solemn perfume. By your aid, weak masters though ye be, I have bedimmed the noontide sun, called forth the mutinous winds, twixt the green sea and azure vault set roaring war, to the dread rattling thunder, have I given fire, and graves at my command have waked their sleepers, oped up, and let them out by my so potent art. But these rough magics I do here endure. When next I need some heavenly music, as even now I do, to enact my ends upon their senses, I will break my staff, bury it certain fathoms in the earth, and deeper than did ever plummet sound, drown my book. Solemn air, the best comforter for unsettled fancy. Sure thy brains now rotted, boiled in thy skull, there stand. First, noble Gonzalo, honorable sir. Mine eyes, even showing felony such as yours, do fall felony drops. The charm dissolves apace as the morning steals upon the midnight, dissolving darkness. My royal pretend. I will pay to him thou followest your good graces home, both in word and deed. That entreat me and my daughter most cruelly, Alonso. Thy brother was further in the act. I shall be pinched towards Sebastian, flesh and blood, brother mine, that did entertain ambition and expel reason and nature. I do forgive you, foul creature that thou art. Their understanding is to swell. Soon the approaching tides will fill the reasonable shores, or even now foul and muddy. Not one of them that yet looks on me, or would know me. Ariel, go into my cell, there fetch my hat rapier. I will discase me and appear as I was sometimes ago. Go quickly, spirit. thou shalt ere long be free.
Where the bee stops, there's sunshine. In a cowslip's bell, I lie. There I couch when owls do cry. On the bat's back I do fly after summer merrily, merrily, merrily. Shall I live now under the blossom that hangs on the bough?
My Shakespeare, I shall miss thee. So. Ah, the king's mariners are shipped. They'll find the mariners asleep below the decks. The master boats are being awakened, forced into this place and presently.
I breathe the air before me and return o'er Ariel full speak twice.
Thou shalt alone be free, Ariel.
All torment, trouble, wonder, and amazement inhabits here. Some heavenly power guide us out of this fearful country.
Behold, Sir King, it is that same Roman Duke of Milan, Prospero. And to let you know that this is a living prince that stands before you, I do here embrace your body and bid you and your men welcome.
If thou beest he or no, or some enchanted trifle to abuse me, lay thy bed, I not know. Thy pulse beats as of flesh and blood, and since I saw thee, the affliction of my mind amends, with which I fear a madness help me. This must crave, and if this be at all, a most strange story. Thy dukedom I resign, and to entreat thou pardon me my wrongs. How should Prospero be living and be here?
But first, noble friend, I do embrace thine age, whose honor may not be confined nor met.
Whether this be or be not, I'll not swear.
You do still take some subtleties of the isle, which will not allow people to believe things certain. Welcome, friends all. And you, my grace of lords, I could by some choose pluck his highness's frown upon you and justify you as traitors. At this time, I tell no tales.
Devil speaks in him.
No. And you, whom to call brother would even infect my mouth. Your rankest faults I do forgive, all of them, and do require my dukedom of thee, which perforce I know thou must restore.
If thou beest Prospero, give us particulars of thy preservation. How thou hast met us here, whom 3 hours since were wrecked upon this shore. For I have lost my dear son, Ferdinand.
I will afford, sir.
Irreparable is the loss. Impatience such as past for cure.
I rather think that you have not sought her help, of whose soft grace as I for the life lost have a sovereign aid, and do find myself content.
You the life lost.
As late and as great, sufferable by means much weaker than you have to call to comfort you, for I have lost my daughter.
Daughter. That they were living both in Naples, the king and queen there. That they were, I wish myself were mud in that oozy bed where my son lies. When did you lose your daughter?
In this last tempest. I do see that my lords who so admire, that they do devour their eyes, and scarce believe they give them opposites of truth. Gentlemen, this is natural breath, and howsoever you would jostle, know that I am that same duke who was thrust most strangely out of Milan, and upon this island where you landed, came. This island is my kingdom. I have subjects few and attendants none abroad. My dukedom, if it please you, look in. You will find there things good to record you, or a wonder that will comfort you as much as we might do.
Sweet Lord, you plainly false.
No, my dear son, I would not for the world.
Yes, for a score of kingdoms you should wrangle, and I would call it fair play.
This be a vision of the isle, one dear son shall I twice lose.
Those these threaten, they are merciful. I've cursed them without cause.
The blessings of a glad father come to see about. Arise and see how thou camest here.
Wonder, how many goodly creatures are there here? How beauteous mankind is. A brave new world that has such people in it.
'Tis new to thee.
What is this maid with whom thou wast to play? Your eldest acquaintance cannot be 3 hours. Is she the goddess that hath severed us and brought us thus together?
Sir, she is mortal, but by moral providence she is mine. I chose her when I could not ask my father for his advice, nor thought that I had one. She is daughter to this famous Duke of Milan, of whom so often I have heard renowned but never saw before, from whom I have received a second life, and second father this lady makes him to me.
I am hers. But oh, how oddly will it sound that I must ask my child forgiveness.
There, sir, stop. Let us not burden remembrance with the heaviness of song.
I have truly wept, or should have spoken ere this. Look down, you gods, and on this couple drop a blessed crown, for it is you that have chalked forth the way which brought us hither.
I say amen, Gonzalo.
Was Milan thrust from Milan that his issue should become kings of Naples? Oh, rejoice beyond a common joy, and set it down with gold on lasting pillars. In one voyage did Caliban her husband find a Tunis, and Ferdinand her brother found a wife, where he himself was lost. Prospero his dukedom in a poor isle, and all of us ourselves knew no man was his own.
Give me your hands. Let grief and sorrow still embrace his heart that doth not wish you joy.
Be it so, amen. Oh, look, sir, here is more of us.
The best news is that we have safely found our king and company. And next, our ship, which but 3 hours since we gave out split, is tight and yare and bravely rigged as when we first went out to sea.
All the service I have done since I went.
Thou shalt ere long be free by his spirit.
These are not natural events. They strengthen from strange to stranger. Say, how came you hither?
I did think, sir, I were well awake. I strive to tell you. We were dead of sleep, and how we know not, all clapped under hatches. We're but even now with strange and several noises of roaring, shrieking, howling, jingling chains, and more diversity of sounds, all horrible. Were we awaked, straightway at liberty, where we in all her trim freshly beheld our royal good and gallant ship, our master capering to eye her. On a trice, so please you, even in a dream will we divided from them, and were brought moping hither.
Was well done.
Bravely, my diligence.
This is as strange a maze as e'er men trod, and there is business more than nature was ever conduct of. Some oracle must rectify our knowledge.
So do not confess your brain these on such strangeness, and take pleasure, which shall be shortly singular, I'll resolve you of all of these happy accidents that have happened since my arrival in the isle. Until such time, take care, see all things as well. Spirit. Go. Caliban and his confederates, untie the spell, release them. How fares my gracious sir? There are still some few of your company that you have lost, a few odd men that you have forgotten.
Every man shift for all the rest, and let no man take care for himself, for all is but fortune. Horatio, bully monster, Horatio.
These be true spies which I wear in my head, here's a goodly sight.
These are fine things, said a ghost. Oh, how fine my master is. I'm afraid he will chastise me.
See their badges to see if they be true. This misshapen maid, his mother was a witch, and one with so much power she could control the moon, make it ebb and flow, and deal in her power without her command. These 3 have tried to steal from me, and this demigod, for he's a bastard one, has plotted with them to take my life. These 2 you must know. This thing of darkness, I acknowledge mine.
Oh, it shall be pitched to death.
Ah, touch me not! I am not stepping over a crib.
Wouldst thou be king of the isle, sir?
Should have been a sore one then.
This is a strange thing as ever I looked on.
He is as misshapen in his shape as he is in his manners. Sir, go to my cell and take your companions. If you wish to have my pardon, trim it handsomely.
Aye, that I will. And thou be wise hereafter and seek for grace. What a thrice double ass was I, to take this drunkard for a god and worship this dull fool.
Go hence.
Hence, and bestow your luggage where you found it.
Sir, I do invite you to return to spend the night in my cell, where in which space I'll make some of it go quickly away with everything that has happened since my arrival on the isle. And you shall find it that it shall calm all the worries that you have. Thank you. Ariel, tomorrow give them auspicious sails, good winds, and sail so quick that she'll catch us up to their fleet very quickly. Then, to the elements be free, and fare thou well. Please, you, draw near. What strength I have is mine own, and all my charms are overthrown. I'm now most weak. Now it is true that I must be here confined by you or sent to Naples. Let me not, since I my dukedom got and pardoned deceivers, dwell in this fair island by your spell, but release me from these bands with the help of your good hands. Gentle say, breath of yours, my sails must fill, or else my project fails, which was to please. Now, I want spirits to enforce and art to enchant, but my ending is despair, unless it be relieved by prayer, which pierces so that assaults mercy itself and frees all faults. As you from crimes would pardon me, but your indulgence set me free.
But wait, before you go, make sure that you check out the link on the back of your program. That is for the survey where you can leave all kinds of feedback about tonight's performance. You should do it. It's really important. It's for my thesis. I need it. So, thank you all for coming.